How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Fast Hands Gaming. I'm your boy Fast, and we're back on Clash of Beasts today. And don't forget, this video is always made in collaboration with Ubersoft under the Clash of Beasts Content Creator Program. Now, we're nearing the end of the fort event, and so I want to go ahead and kind of get ready for Raid Wars. But before that, I do also want to say congratulations to those people who entered the last giveaway. I have already sent you all the code that you will need in game, and if you don't know the link, just message me back and I'll give you that. So if you're new to the game, welcome. I would suggest looking at my older videos first, really, before you get into this video. And then for everyone else, this is just not necessarily a big tip video, but this is going to be more of something that you can do for Raid Wars that you may not have thought of, or just maybe to make it more fun, is what I'm saying. So a lot of players already know that Raid Wars is a really grindy event. We now have obviously the auto battle, which you don't get maximum points. You can get the bare minimum, which is just the 125. Maximum, when I say that, is, if you didn't know, if you hit a base and you use 3 creatures on it, you can get an extra, basically altogether, an extra 300 points. So by doing that, though, you do lower your star count. So obviously when you beat a base, you get 5 stars. And in Raid Wars, once you hit 30 stars, you get a free big attack, which is usually about 1,250 points. So this video is kind of going to cover what I'm personally kind of thinking of as more of a speed run for people who want to maximize my points, but also want to do it as fast as possible. So first off, yes, the Season Beasts, because they have a very short duration of heal time, are obviously going to be first picks. Anyone from last season, obviously you're going to want to pick Malik, because again, he is a Season Beast, he's a mage, and he can just be in a bubble constantly the entire time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's from the last season. Now, for everyone else, what I'm going to do is simply go up to Tier 4, and I'm going to just give you my recommendation of creatures who I think can get through a base fast, or will simply do a lot of damage very quickly for you. So new players, definitely going to go into Tier 1. First, right off the bat, Vorgoth. He has the jump attack, just like the frog does. He can get through a base really quick, and that's really the only reason I'm going to be mentioning him. Next is Shadescale. He is a mage, so he can hit multiple towers, which is what you want when you're going to be trying to do speed running, because obviously tapping down one tower or using a tank, unfortunately, in Raid Wars takes a little bit longer. Mainly this guy because of Tail Lash. We all know it's one of my favorite abilities in this game. I wish more creatures had it. Next, we're going to be going into Brightwing. Brightwing is, again, a mage, and you're going to see a big similarity with a lot of these creatures, and the fact that they're almost all mages. Burning Strike hits 4 towers, and that's going to be the other big thing, is I want creatures who do maximum damage to as many towers as possible, and or can heal quickly. Next, we're going to talk about Luris. Again, he's a mage. Poison Blast. Like I said, it's going to be, you want to look for creatures that do as much damage to as many towers as possible. And then an honorable mention is going to be Tarantor, mainly for the smite. It can one-shot any tower in the game, and I mean that. And then for people who bought it, I would say yes, Urdaz, because of the heal ability. So if you already have him, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't worry about getting him. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and that's pretty much Tier 1. No, I don't really think, because if you're going to go for speed, I just don't feel like she's just a little too slow for me for Raid Wars. Next, in the Tier 2, some of you may not have Evan Ma, but you can run Evan Ma if you have him already. Obviously, he has the heal ability, and then the Ground Pound, which, oh man, of course, every time I do a video, and there's no way to turn off all of those. My personal favorite for Raid Wars, and just one of my personal favorites of all time, is going to be Harsith. Again, he's got the Poison Lash, which is basically just the tail whip. You can literally drop 4 towers with this thing, and he is pretty quick. And he also does have the resist Razor Tower, which I always enjoy. Next, this you can use this mainly for the end of the base. I know before this first season started, way back when we didn't have season beasts, we just had the regular beasts. This was definitely the go-to for a lot of players, mainly for the evasion because it speeds them up pretty quickly. And so again, we're doing speed run here. We want to go fast. Next, surprisingly, I never really thought much of him, but apparently a lot of people and a lot of you guys really do love him. So I've actually started going back and starting to level him just to do it. Sevatar, or the cat with slippers, if you watch him run. Again, he's a mage, and he's got the shock stun, so it can hit multiple towers. So again, a good option for some players. And then obviously we have Death Gaze, which is, I think majority of players should have it by now. Firestorm, Cloak, and then he also has the heal. So again, he can go through heal and less time to one less potion to use. Sorry, my voice is cracking a little bit. Next, into tier 3, if you're in here, the first one I would say was going to be Kuriboh for the jump attack. Again, it's not a lot of creatures have it, but those who do, it is really good. I'm not going to talk about Slug because not everybody can afford him. Sivri, because it is, again, a mage, and then it has the Poison Blast as well. And then next ones, if you are at the end of this season, I would say Tawny. Tawny kind of gives you a little bit of everything, mind you, depending on... obviously, all these creatures depend on the base that you hit. If you're hitting your max level base, some of these may not be able to do all that great. But Tawny does have a summon minion. It also does have 2 AoEs with Thunderstorm and with Rolling Thunder. And again, like I said, it is a mage. And then we have my personal favorite, Vorra, who has the Tail Lash again, and is a berserker, so she can hit multiple towers. And then going into tier 4, Proudbeak, mainly for his poison stun, can take out 4 towers at once. Skycrash, because he is a mage, he has Fire Strike, which hits 4 towers at once, and also has a heal ability. Aragaz you can use, but obviously he's not... you're gonna have to tap if you really want to, but he does have Smite, and he does have a heal ability as well. Screech is a personal favorite. A lot of people on my team. Again, he is a mage. He's got basically Chain Lightning, or Poison Strike, and then also has a AoE ability. And then at the very end, if you're into the 2 legendaries, I would say Shashman over Nor, but Nor does have his Barrage, which can hit 3 towers at once. So those are all the creatures I would say people could look forward to or try to play with. Again, my personal opinions and my personal thoughts on which creatures should be going. But at the end of the day, if you want to stick with the Season Beasts and just go that route, obviously you can. This is just to try to help everyone kind of enjoy the game a little bit more and, try some new abilities, Anyway, I hope you guys all have a great weekend and a great week. I'll catch you guys next time in my next video, and then I will be doing an additional giveaway in that video. So, like I said, peace.